Hey guys, it's me, Muhammad Ali here. I think I'm live. Let's see where I am live in the group. So it looks like there's some. I connect. I'm using Ecom Live. They have new features, so I'm just testing out. But I'm also gonna talk about one of our deals here called Cloudpages. So why did we launch? You need to know the reasons. Okay, maybe this will help you, people. So if you can hear my voice clearly, please let me know. Somebody was making a joke about me. It's like, Mohammed, I don't see you coming live that much. Yeah, I don't do that. That's true. But I do go live once in a while. So I guess it's about time. So here we go. And how is the voice? Is everything okay? Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go quickly through this. Okay, so if you guys know, this one, let me share my screen here. Oh, oh my goodness, I'm having trouble with this. I'm using Ecom Live to go live. So if the voice is clear, please let me know. Let me know. Let me see the comment. Anything? Nobody comments, right? If the voice is clear, please let me know. So okay, I can go ahead. We'll do our show for the day. Anyone? We're streaming live in the group. I know, I understand. I wanted to do it on my profile as well, but the new features of this platform are still new and there are glitches here and there. Just wanted to make sure if you can see me, please type if you can hear me. Say hi or anything. Can't hear my voice? Let me know. Then I'll go deep dive into this. Or should I even check on my phone? Let me see if I can see it here. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, okay, good, good, good. So I got at least somebody responding there. Excellent. Yes, all good. Perfect. So now let's get back to work. Okay, let me share my screen. Now I'm going to show you guys why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay, I want to show you guys everything from here. I'm on Restream. Let's come to this place here. Cloudpages. Why I launched this deal on digitalthing.io. As you guys know, in the past we launched a product called GridPay. Okay, .com. If you go there, you should be able to see this product. People paid a lot of money for it. What it does is it's actually a very stable product. It's been around for a while, long before we launched. Let me just go back here. And I'm sure you saw me interviewing this guy on live. You know, it looks like their website is maybe something's they have pop-ups or something. My pop-ups are blocking it. But what they do, let's see here. Okay, accept cookies because maybe that's why. Let me see if that's why. Maybe somebody should report these glitches on his website. I don't know why that's happening. But this guy, this Patrick, right? The product is one of the uh, stable ones for people to host their servers. I'll talk about this and explain to you why. When we launched it because it's something I was looking for, and I made a deal with him that look, let's sell this also to my community. We have a Facebook group. Maybe they're interested. Give us a deal though. It's going to be a lifetime deal. We pay one time. We don't pay monthly. If you look at his pricing, you can see what we sold was called the developer uh, plan, which actually is not there anymore. Or he renamed it. Actually, it's calling it developer plus. It's $500 a month. If you're paying annual, you're paying about $5,000 a year, right? So you bring your hardware, we bring the software. What does this mean? Basically, the way servers work is that it's like machines, like any other computer that I'm using. But then there's a way to turn it into a system that you can use for hosting your website. And that's the software he's talking about. This is what you call the panel. Okay. So basically, I log into his product every month. And if you can see the website digitalthing.io is this website here itself is hosted right now on Amazon, Amazon servers. So when I go into my Amazon, Amazon has what we call AWS. Let's go here and show you this. AWS, so Amazon Web Services. Okay, that's what it stands for. Amazon Web Services has different pricing, but I'll show you something interesting. Something as simple as the easiest one that is easy to handle is, let's say, uh, Amazon Web Services, let's say light sale, which is the server types that are easy to price, easy to deal with. So if you go here, these are servers, okay? And look at their pricing. You can get a server for as low as $3.50, okay? $3.50. You can get one for $5 a month, another one for $10 a month, $20 a month. But the big problem is when you log into your Amazon account and you start doing websites and stuff like that, it's very complex. Why? Because this environment is not meant for me or you or anybody who doesn't know anything about servers. So it's very complex. I don't want to deal with that part because you have to do commands here, make these numbers run back and forth. You do the installations using a command system, which if you don't know, it's not going to be easy. And so what do people do? They have to go to shared hosting services like GoDaddy and stuff like that. But what GoDaddy and all these companies are doing is they're renting a server from Amazon or anybody out there, or maybe they have their own for as low as $5 a month and making them share between 10 people. Okay, so this $5 a month is shared probably between 10 people. Same here, maybe $10 a month between 10 people. Each one will cost them $1. So what are they doing? They can sell now to every client for $5, even for $10. Okay, no worries. Okay, so 4 GB memory, $20. You can see everything here, guys. Okay, so how do you take an Amazon server and now make it like you are doing it on GoDaddy or easy system like a cPanel or anything like that? Well, the answer lies in buying products like GridPane. Like another product we also launched, which was actually a really good one. It's also called Sava Avatar. Let me show you how it's another product we sold as well. So these things all do similar work, but GridPane is for mainly WordPress. Anybody who does WordPress, it's a focused on WordPress websites, right? But Sub Avatar, we had to do it because a lot of people wanted to run scripts beyond WordPress, and they needed a software, okay, so that does WordPress, all these other things. Now, that's why we also brought Serve Avatar, which is also similar product, but now this one does more than a WordPress. So let's say if you have a PHP script and you want to run it on here, I think it's more easier to do it here than doing it on WordPress because on GridPane, because GridPane, although they can host it, they don't support it. Those are two different things. They can host it for you. You got to do it on your own. It's not easy. But when something goes wrong, they're like, okay, is it a WordPress website? No. Okay, good luck with that. That's the last time. That's the conversation I had with the developer. And they're like, you know what? We're specifically dealing with WordPress. So what if I want to host Moodle, which is for educational institutions? What about if I want to do Motic, which is for email sending? What about any other script? This is why we have Savavata. The thing is, Savavata and I had an agreement to bring it back because a lot of people, I told them, listen, it will still be back. So we said we will launch a deal. We did launch a deal. We sold really good number of codes. Total number of codes he gave me all sold out. So he said we're gonna be back in 18, no, in 12 months. After 12 months, the founder came to me and said, look, I know I signed a contract with you to be back, but I've made enough recurring revenue, which means he got people who are paying him monthly every month. And if they see me doing another lifetime deal, I'm going to lose them. And my ability to support the lifetime customers may not be there if I do another lifetime deal. So lifetime deal is we pay them one time, we don't pay them again. We're paying them $497. They could do unlimited service, right? So, and then of course, I'm always looking for the best interest of both the developer and the customers. And I said, look, I know we signed this contract. I'm just making some money here and there, but I'm not gonna force you on the contract or ask you to do it because now you're making good recurring revenue. So I'm good with that. This was the story. So that's it. But then there are quite a number of you guys who already bought the deal as soon as it showed up, anyways, who said, hey, can we get a server deal that's good? So we need to manage servers, right? Now I'm going to show you this product now came in the picture. So we were recommended, maybe, take a look at these guys. At the beginning, their initial conversation was that they don't want to do a lifetime deal. They were actually charging. They actually ran one time, but they were charging a lot of money for it. So for this product, for this pricing, you see here $597, the agency, which means you can handle unlimited servers on this product. They were charging $997. So I went ahead and negotiated, and this price seemed to be decent. A lot of people already bought it, but many people skipped the 997, so they didn't have that price. They didn't have that many customers on it. So what I said, look, the reason why people are not buying this is because it's a little bit expensive. So why don't we go ahead, talk about the price, bring it down by $400, and see how we can do a deal together. Now, that's why we have this product. Okay, what does it do? Exactly, you can take a look at digitalthing.io, go to this page. What it will do for you, let me show you. There's a company right now, somebody actually recommended to me the other day, it's called directhosting.ca. It's in Canada, okay? What they do is they do what we call managed hosting, fully managed hosting. Take a look. They will take, listen guys, I want you to pay attention here. What these guys are doing is they're saying the servers are in Canada. Now there's some privacy laws in Canada that says if you're dealing with Canadian customers, it's good that you host their, well, I mean, it's not good. It's some requires some like healthcare stuff like that, that you only host servers that are directly located within Canada. Physical location has to be in Canada, cannot be in another place, and that's why we 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 are forced to do that. So what do? It's cheaper to do hosting in the US, blah blah. But you deal with Canadian data, so you have to do it here. So what do? Look at what they do. What they did is look at these guys. They have disk space is the storage, okay, and is the this is what they're offering: $149 for one single website managed. And the disk space is only 5 GB. You know what this means? Look at this, $149 a month. Now you come back to Amazon when I showed you, and you know what's funny? I'll show you what's funny. What's funny is that Amazon has their servers in Canada. So when you're doing all their selections, you say where will the location be? It can be in Montreal, it can be in Toronto. So you can tell your customers, I will only host your website only inside Canada. A lot of countries, they have these rules where you can't put these people's information outside the border, outside the jurisdiction of Canada. So guess what? What they're offering is 5 GB disk. So disk, when I say it's basically this website, I want to go back and show you what direct hosting is doing. It's Canadian. They're like Canadian managed hosting, right? What does it say? Fully managed web hosting plan offer peace of mind that your website is always available, blah, 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 right? So guess what? So the disk space, it's only 5 GB. This is like $5 from Amazon. So you take a retail, okay, you take a wholesale price, and because they're managing it for you, which means they're running the stuff and everything for you, which you can do, by the way. If you open an agency, you can fully manage the website for your customers. I wouldn't even, like most clients that I have, they don't even know how to use a website. So it only makes sense to manage it for them. $149. Now, I wouldn't suggest you charging that much for hosting a website. I don't know why these guys charge, but honestly, somebody sent me the email I have a friend, he's like, you know what? I know a company that's good. If you need a hosting, this is what I use. And he's using it to this day. He's using it. And he's paying $149, 100 megabyte disk, and then 10 gigabyte here space is, you know, on 199. Now imagine now if you were to take one of those servers, not even as poor as this one, if you take the $20 one, the $20 one, which is really big actually when you look at it compared to what they are offering here. $20 one here is like what? It gives you 4 gigabyte memory, 2 core processors, 80 gigabyte of disk space, not 5, not 4 terabyte transfer. You can give them, you can charge, if you charge $100 for this, people will be very happy with it. If you charge $50 for it, people will be very happy with it. $50, very reasonable. You can make $30. If you get 10 clients, $300. So what do you do? There is a whole concept. You can go on YouTube, and you don't trust me on it. You can go on YouTube and check this stuff. Okay. I watch a lot of animal documentaries, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna see that animals will show up on my stuff. Whatever you watch, they will show up here. If I watch girls looking good, it will show up here. Sometimes if you want to show your screen, you gotta be very confident about that stuff, the stuff you watch. Okay. Now, when I go here, let me actually pause this quickly. I will. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna flip this so you don't have to see more privacy stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something very interesting because I don't want to waste your time. So let's go to there we go. We're gonna do this. Now I'm gonna share my screen for 1 second. I don't know if I'm sharing. Am I? No. Let me share my screen now. Okay, good. So let's go here. Let's go here and click one thing here. We're gonna do let's say direct reseller hosting, reseller hosting, reseller hosting. And I'll show you what this means. Reseller hosting is basically going to a place like Amazon. So this is one of the guys, he actually makes a lot of money from it, and he talks about it. All right.
What is going on, you guys? In this video today, we're going to talk about how I started my web hosting company without a lot of money. In fact, it takes very little money, period. I think I started with $35 a month, or maybe it was even less than that. Maybe it was 20 bucks. But before we get into that, I want to quickly mention my new web hosting course. The link is in the description below. I want you to check that out because my free course talking about how I built a web hosting company was so popular that I have built out this entire course with loads more information, step-by-step tutorials, how to.
Okay. He's selling, I understand he's selling a course. It makes sense, but honestly, he has a full free part of it. So it's not like it's not all paid. But take a look at this one. He talks about everything you will need, and it's not a lot of money, maybe $200 to learn this. But look what's happening. He goes, if you don't know anything about the basics, you will need something like, of course, he talks about other products here, but how much you can earn. Why I decided to make this course. He talks about server basics, what servers are and how they work, and then he talks about what DNS is. Most people want to know this one, so I'm actually gonna go through for this. You don't have to buy this course. Definitely everything here is straightforward and easy, and how to buy domain names, these are all easy, right? But how you buy your server, of course, I'm talking about either from DigitalOcean or Amazon. In our case, you don't even have to buy it. There's a way you can get these servers for free for at least 2-3 years, up to $10,000 credit. That's something I can talk about another time, maybe. We had a product for it. It's called Join Secret. If you already bought our Join Secret deal, you already have access to these servers. You don't have to pay for them. The only thing is it needs some commitment. He's talking about now cPanel and WHM. Now, he's talking about cPanel. You're not going to need that if you get our system, because cPanel now is very expensive. They charge you per website. So you don't want to deal with that anymore. They're getting very expensive. The licensing is getting expensive. That's why we have Cloudpages to replace cPanel, so you don't have to worry about, buying or paying monthly for it. You pay one time, you connect unlimited servers, and start your agency. This guy calls this thing the Airbnb of servers. Basically, getting a server, renting it, and then making money on your servers, right? So he's talking about CDN, what it is, and then he's talking about security, how to do that. We're gonna talk about that too. Website monitoring, how to do that. Very easy. There's ways to handle this. And then we talk about SSL certificates. Very easy. You go to Cloudflare, it gives you free one, or even Cloud Pages gives you free SSL. One SSL can cost you a lot of money. Okay, so you will learn how to do all of that. And then if you're talking about how to migrate the WordPress website, if they have an existing website, there's ways to do that. If you look at website backups and restoring, it's very easy to do that. Then how you can bill your clients, and then you can, marketing your web hosting business. Now, this is very interesting. This is a business you can literally start with less than $1,000, right? And then, you can run a hosting company. Now, if you also design those websites for your clients, it adds to your profit. If you're already an existing agency, of course, definitely makes a big deal to offer this as a service on top of what you already do. If you're a graphic designer, you can start still doing, hosting. If you're a web designer, website designer, definitely you can do your hosting. So then there is additional modules that he's talking about, how to handle that, and then bonuses. But in his free course, there's two courses. One is actually paid. This is the paid one. He's charging about $200, I think, for this one. No, $299. You don't have to buy it, to be honest. All that information is already in public. And he has this how to find a client for your hosting company. Let me see here.
What is going on, you guys? Just a reminder that the web hosting course is still available for sale. It's officially launched now. It's not in pre-order any longer. So the price has gone up slightly, but you can still use that coupon code HOSTING50 if you want to learn how to earn passive income and build a web hosting company for yourself. So be sure to check that out in the description below. One thing that a lot of people have asked me is, Bryce, where do you go to find clients for your web hosting business? Yeah, and that's a tough question because it's the same as any business, really. I mean, you can start any company, any business. It doesn't even have to be web related. And finding clients is always the hardest part. You need, consistent revenue coming in to earn income for your business. So I'm going to go over the three main ways that I have found clients for my web hosting business. As of this date, I've got over 80 clients right now that bring in a couple $1,000s per month. And
So 80 clients bringing him a couple $1,000s a month. Once you have the website set up, most companies, for example, lawyers, right? They are not that active on the website. They just want you to have it there. The information is there, their number is there, anything that there. The rest they want people to call, because everything legal needs to be, a little bit more confidential. So what they do, and they just host it with you, pay you every month, recurring. You don't have to worry. They keep paying you every single month. So this is very, very powerful, right? So how to find clients? I will show you. Actually, I'm not yet done, but in our next deal that we're about to bring you guys, this is very powerful. We're gonna have a tool. We still haven't done yet, but we're gonna have a tool. I think that's what it is. Let me see if that's right. There we go. There we go. That's the next deal that we talk about. People have been asking me, how do you find clients? So this product is gonna be launched probably in the next, few weeks with us. For those of you who are watching, this could be a game changer. So you already know what we're up to. And you can see that this product here will allow me to actually, once I log in, let me just close this. I can log in. Guess what? Let me log in. I don't know if I have my email. Oh, okay. Let me check if I lost my password email. Anyways, I think the email will show you. Let me go back. I don't have my email and I don't want to tap my password there. 1 second. Yeah, they updated a few things. So let me show you how it works. Basically, what you do, it will it will help you find clients. That's our next step. You're going to find all this information: the website, email address, phone number. They will check for SSL. It will do mobile responsive checker, if the WordPress checker. This is how you get your clients, right? Pixels, Google Pixel, Google reviews, all this stuff are coming next. Okay. And all this is what it does. You can export it. And the funny thing is, we're gonna do a lifetime deal for you guys. For those of you who did it, who already bought um, that, those of you who did Hot Prospector, it integrates with Hot Prospector. Once you get the leads, it will automatically dump the leads into Hot Prospector. That's why it's called lead dump. Okay, so it will throw all that automatically. You don't have to worry about it. You just need your API. Your account has API. So once you connect your API, automatically this is going to be moved into, and then you can start calling right away. This is our next story. So you have the way to find the clients. You have the resources for servers, right? You have the system to manage your, you know, you have the system to manage the servers. For unlimited clients, you can start a very successful hosting agency for only $597 one time, right? Again, the good thing is there's learning curve here and there for a lot of people, but for this kind of products, there's no much learning curve. All you need to do is go log into Amazon one time, or go into, Amazon, those VPS. You only log one time, you get your API key. Once you connect that API into the panel, you don't have to worry about anything else. Everything will be handled on cloud cloud Cloudpages. Okay. If you're on GridPaint, same thing. You Once you log in, you handle everything. So I'm gonna do more demo all of that. I may actually do even a whole course on this, so that you guys don't need to buy that $300 course from that guy that I showed you. So it's definitely something that you want to look into. So that's why we launched Cloudpages, so that people can actually start actual business on the on hosting websites, or managing all your websites yourself, so you don't have to pay a lot of money. I'm actually saving money. I'll show you. I was paying a lot of money for a lot of money every month for other things, right, here and there. But now I'm using, because this is the first deal I launched, I'm using GridPaint, which is, I myself paid for it. It wasn't free. I didn't get it like free code. So if you see, digital thing itself is managed on this GridPaint right now, because it's a WordPress website. But my other websites, some are on Server Avatar, some are gonna be on Cloudpages, because everyone is good with something. Each one of them is good with something. For example, I know that I cannot trust GridPaint with any PHP script out there. I know that for a fact, because they told me if something goes wrong, they're not going to support me. Now, if I know I need a Moodle website for educational purposes, where I host my courses, and I will use Server Avatar, right? If I need a WordPress website also, as a backup or anything, you need something. If something goes wrong tomorrow with GridPaint, definitely I know I have a backup for Cloudpages. I have a backup for Server Avatar. So the good thing about these deals is that one server was costing me $500 a month when I started this, but now I can go ahead and get all this done. Now there are some critical things, right? Everything is different. Like when I'm doing business, like digital thing brings in good money every year. It's a stable, niche. We've been launching deals after deals, and of course, some of them sold as much as $1 million. Some sold as much as, $50,000, nothing less. So, I mean, we do good, but that website is hosted on GridPaint. Tomorrow, if something happens to GridPaint, definitely I can go ahead and host it somewhere else, right? So that's why you need your backups. Small investment, you can do that. But if you want to start this as a business, of course, definitely you can do that as well. So GridPaint, we did it. Server Avatar, we did it. And now the one that's available is this one. Now, one thing I know about these guys, okay, when GridPaint was launching, some of you guys said, "Oh, I'm good with this. I don't think I need this, blah blah." But then they come back to me because GridPaint. So now left, they keep coming back. Now, when Server Avatar was gone, people keep coming back to me again. Now that Cloudpages is here, People will say, oh, maybe, you know what, I don't have to buy now. But guess what? When the time comes, yeah, definitely. When that time comes, you gotta do something about it, right? So yeah, that's where things are right now. Um, you don't wait when the deal. Right now we have a 10% discount on the price, so you're gonna have to pay 537 instead of 597, which is very reasonable. Um, but when that coupon code expires, people will still come to me and say, I was gonna buy two, now you have to give me a discount. I made sure that when we say something, we stick with it. That's it. Like the people who buying hot prospector. One guy said, I want to buy four of them. The discount that was offered expired. Can I get it back? Trust me, after the discount expired, there are at least 50 people who bought without the discount code. Just because you're buying 3 or 4 deals doesn't make you better than those other guys. I understand it's a little bit of investment, but that guy was there watching live, seeing everything we're doing, didn't take any action, comes back to me and says, I need 10% off. Now, 10% of $2,000, $200, right? We're not going to do that. That's a lot of money. So yeah, it's a lot of money for him, but it's also a lot of loss on our end. Because when the discount expires, it expires. Because why? We can only give discount on a specific number of codes. Once we know we meet this target, it's going to be a loss after that. You don't want to do that. So for those of you guys who are watching this up to now, I understand, take your time, the product was still young, but so far they did a lot of development in the last few months, and people are slowly getting used to it. They have a new version. The first version was not as stable. The new version is going to be, it's a lot better now, but it will even be way better according to the plan. They have a good roadmap every month. So if you go on their website, you can actually go and visit the website and see the roadmap for yourself. Here is the resources, knowledge base, all that. You can do WordPress, all that stuff. I think it was somewhere here. Let me see where I saw their roadmap somewhere here. If you look at it, create, deploy, one click. Let me check pricing, databases. There's somewhere where they showed me the roadmap. Let me try that. These are the guys. This actually, they said Osman is one of the most well-known developers for one of the most well-known developers uh, for Lightspeed, Open Lightspeed. So it's very like globally, good developer who's known for this. So the guy behind it, they have another company called CyberPanel. This is what they do. So take a look at it, guys. We'll come back and do more introduction on how to do step by step. But I would say take advantage of the deal on digitalthink.io. We'll go from there. Any questions for me? Let me see if there's any questions or comments. Yes, few guys stuck here. They're here all along. Thank you. So say how to decide if we should go for the cloud page freelancer or agents plan. Good question. I like that. What is the status of the white labeling? Good question. Oh, there's a lot of questions here. Okay, let's answer those questions. Okay. How to go for which one? Okay. If you know you want to grow down the road, of course, you will go for the agency, and it's only less than double the price. So if you're going to go here, you can only get 5 servers. After 5 servers, you have to pay them monthly. Okay, if you don't want to do that and you want to fix your rental property every month with no additional cost, because the monthly fee that they charge you for is the service fee on the building. If this was a condo, you're paying the service fee. Here you're paying one time, all your service fee is covered for the rest of your life. You don't have to worry about it. So in the future, you can connect as many servers as possible. It's all protected, all kind of security. And if you're talking about Git Manager, these are other repository management systems, team and clients. I think if you want to resell it, this is what you need. Freelancer is only good for your websites, for you and for your websites. So reseller who wants to make money out of this, to be a reseller hosting, go here. If you want to be using this for yourself, go here. That's the answer to that question. There's no white labeling yet. But here's the thing. I've talked to them about this for down the road, and obviously for many reasons. I'll tell you why. All these security certificates, SSL, all this stuff, one-click installations. Um, it takes time to white label everything so that your customers on the other end can't see it. But here is what they're capable of doing. You don't have to worry about uh, the client, because the pricing on the product is already more expensive than what you're offering. First of all, what you will offer. Second thing is that you're managing. So if you're doing it as a managed service, definitely they don't have you those things. The third thing is that this is the reason why I love this for this market. I mean, reseller thing. The others may be okay, but reseller is not an option. For example, GridPane only comes with 10 team members. That's it. After 10, you have to pay monthly for each 10 team members, right? Um, the thing with with Cloudpages right now is you can have unlimited clients on it. And the funny thing is, one server can host 10 websites, and you can give the client access to their specific website only within that server. So think about that. That's proper shared hosting on one server. Customers cannot mess up or do anything on the server. You only give them access to their website. If it's a WordPress, they can only go and play with their WordPress, but they don't have access to the back end beyond that. They don't have access to the server, right? You can give access to server level if you're doing a dedicated hosting, right? So server is what you can give to the client. That client have access to that full server. So you granular control levels within Cloudpages. This is not available with any of the other competition out there. So I am very sure about that. So because we've been asking them all these questions. So the more security, again, when it comes between the different products, dedicated WordPress manager, this is actually very powerful. So they have a lot of features specifically for WordPress, where you can have like all the agency plugins already pre-installed, and then when you run your WordPress installation, it automatically installs all the plugins you need for that specific website. So if you use like specific number of agency licensed plugins, you just drop them in there. You don't have to ever look for them. Every installation, it automatically does that with the WordPress. This is not possible with, I think, some of the others, but it's there on GridPane. GridPane is there, but GridPane was $3,000 and it sold out within like 7 days. Actually, we made $150,000 within 7 days, right? It's crazy. And so, yeah, that's the answer to that question. Any other question? Yeah, very good, very good. Could we design individual cPanel plan just like GoDaddy? Of course, that's what I was talking about. So if you want to do hosting, you grab the servers, right? You know what servers you're going to use, so you can actually break down the pricing. And of course, there's a little bit of manual management first, though, in the initial setup and everything. But you can create a project, right? You can create projects. You can create projects also is like you can put a number of servers together under a project and give access to one of your team members to manage that project. So you can be hosting all kinds of servers on this one. And of course, like GoDaddy, yes, you can do that. You can do that definitely. Of course, you have to create your own landing page, sales, everything, because they don't have that path on the front end. There's no automatic payment that connects automatically to the server, provisions it. Yeah, GoDaddy is a multi-billion-dollar investment. But for you, all you can start is that the chance of you getting hit by hundreds and hundreds of people asking you for installation of servers every day is not that many. It's not there. So what you do is every time you get a client, of course, you make them make the payment, make them fill the form with all the details, get that on the back end, and then start setting up for them and send them an email with all the details for their login, right? Have something like a chat on the side, like these guys. Once you chat with them, you go, boom, this is what we're gonna do. Thanks for your payment. We're on it. Your stuff is being. Give them a message to keep them busy for the next, couple hours or next 24 hours, whatever. And then you set up the server and everything. You put up the website, right? If they want to do migration, very easy to do on this platform. You can do server to server migration. You can do website to website migration. There's a lot of good things happening here. So yeah, that's what it is. So how many chat team members would we need to handle 100 client websites uh, on a paid independent hosting? How many chat team members do we need to handle? Depends on the frequency with which the websites are being used, updated, all that stuff, right? Some websites, I have like a couple clients who the last time I ever touched their website was like 5 years ago, and they never talk to you again. They don't update it as much. But every month the payment comes in. There are those who call you every day because they're using an active, let's say, something website where they need to add something new every month. So there's managed, if you're doing managed hosting, that's why you charge a little bit more. And so you can definitely make money out of this. You see, the thing about back in the day and now, right? If you if you are serious, you can start a business for a small investment. You just need effort. You just have to work hard to get the client. That's the hardest part. It's not the systems. The systems are easy. AI will write all your copy. They can even design the website for you, like how it's gonna look like. There was an app I was playing with the other day. It's actually very funny. I need to remember the name, but yeah, all I did was I'll type the name of the agency name, and it will design a beautiful design, and you can actually use that, on your website. So there's a lot of things coming up. The part of writing anything, making posts, automation, all that stuff is there. The part that's missing, and a lot of people don't have that skill set, and people need to learn, is ability to sell, ability to connect with clients. And nobody can beat you when you live in your locality. Like, yeah, the whole world is competing here and there, sending emails, blah blah, but it's something different about, you know making a phone call, trying to pay a visit to a business, giving them your business card and telling them, hey, my name is so and so. This is what we do. I'd like to know if you guys want to do this. If you do canvassing businesses, like most businesses are in one building. If you go into one building, that building has like 50 different businesses in one day. You could actually get a lot of clients. And it's funny how, what I did when I was a university student here? Something very funny. I actually made a lot of money printing business cards for businesses. You'll be surprised how a lot of them want to print their business card but don't have time, or don't have skill set to design even their business card. So all I did was design it, send it to a printer. The printer guys will do it, and for something that cost me, let's say, $20, that was my cost. I was charging $50, $60. Yes, I was physically visiting the building, um, and I don't do it like every day. I'll just do it when I wanted to, when I was free as a student. And then in that building, I'll get like maybe 5 orders, 5 times 60, $300. That's good money for a student. I did that. That was part of my deal, right? And the funny thing is, I actually tried. I even wanted to save that $20. First time I tried to do that at home. I bought a printer, tried to do it on a soft business card, that was already made. That was a bad idea. It didn't work out. Of course, then I started finding a wholesale printer, and then I bought the domain wholesaleprinting.ca. All these years was my domain. I have it, right? So and then guess what? I was doing that. I turned that to a full print shop, and definitely that was one of my side hustles that became a fully, like, printing is one of the big things that I used to do. Still do it when I have time, but not a lot. I actually got a contract with the school board to print all their parent flyers, right? So with, like, printing, as simple as printing, you can make money out of it. We can talk about that another time. But what cannot be replaced is the ability for you to go and get clients that nobody can do for you. I mean, you can scrape the Google Maps and all that stuff, make phone calls. Yes, try to do it. It works. But sometimes paying a visit is even 10 times better. So yeah, definitely. Who hosts your website? How much are you guys paying? I'm trying to cut down deals. We have a deal. Sometimes even they come to you in a form of saying, "Hey, we want to give you. We're giving grants. We're giving $5,000 grant to businesses to host their websites, right? $1,000 grant. What are you gonna do? Give them a free hosting. Do we need to pay anything extra for using AWS services? Uh, mm, Anything extra? No, no. The only thing is, if the traffic is way too much for the website, you got to be careful about those ones. Like, you have to pay some attention. There are free services that already tell you, how much traffic a website gets. I don't know if you guys know that. You can try them, but the actual ones will come from something like, what is the name of? similar web. If I check, you don't want to host like crazy websites that will cost you thousands of dollars. Of course, you give them a limit on how much you bandwidth is included. So if they use too much bandwidth, definitely you charge them more, right? But here we go. If I put digital thing, right, quickly .io, guess what's gonna happen? It will give me an idea of what the traffic situation here looks like. We get about 5,000 visits a month. I think so, right? And it will show some months it won't go up. Like in November, remember it was Black Friday. We had a lot of sales. Look at how much we had: 16,000 people coming, right? Most of them are specific group clients who keep coming back. Now December, everything was down. Definitely, it's only 5,000 people. October, we have at the beginning of Black Friday 11,000. This is how you have an idea. It gives you an idea. So if you know this website's not gonna use a lot of money, but there's a time we were hitting 250,000, right? Why am I in Turkey? It says I'm in Turkey. That's wrong. And this is it says Turkey. Why? And actually, in real time, it's grabbing the current deal right now. That's there. It's weird, but that's how it looks now. Yeah. So any other questions? Let's see. I'm gonna see the questions. Do we need anything extra now? So definitely, you just have to be careful about the bandwidth. The bandwidth is they can charge more for it, but for these guys, in most cases, let me see what the bandwidth looks like. Um, yeah, it says only outbound data transfer in excess of your plan is subject to overcharge. So outbound is how much downloads that you're doing, right? Or things that are inbound, I mean, is the traffic that's coming is free. So in this case, I don't think you have extra, right? Extra. Yeah. So bundles are here. You can do bundles, transfers. There's a lot of stuff. You can start with these guys and then later on go to AWS, regular servers. The light sale is the starter package. It goes up to $160 a month for 32 gigabyte memory. To be honest, this is big. Like 160 is big. You can do a lot of websites on it. Exactly. 640 gigabyte storage is big. 700, the transfer is anything inbound is free. Anything outbound is what they charge for. Outbound means you're downloading a lot of things. Yeah, that's what it is. Any other questions before I leave? Okay, good stuff. So in the next session, we can talk about the basics. We can talk about the basics and why it's a good idea to, do side hustles. They bring you money that you really don't count on. So that's why they're good. I got a lot of side hustles. I don't know how to show you, but one of my side hustles is on the side, and that's what I was talking about. See, let me see. I don't think I can show you. My computer will fall off. But yeah, I have a machine here that I paid for $13,000 for. It's my side hustle. What does it do? I'll show you what it does. Mm, Let me show you what it does. Here. 1 second. I'm sure I have it. This is what my side hustle does. So I run a program. I run a franchise program for education products. And my side hustle makes me print actual books for the students. And these books are real actual books colored. The machine that makes it's right here. It does the book design, everything. It does the stabling. You can see there's a stabler, everything, right? And this is a side hustle. Why? I have the option. It's a franchise program, so actually we're franchising to other organizations to run. But what we do is we give them the option that they get physical textbooks with the program. So every month we ship whatever they need. Like they order how many they need. And guess what? It's not a lot of money. Maybe you could make $2 from each book. But if there's 100 orders, you make $200. It's not a lot of money, but you make sure you make it comfortable for them to buy the franchise program because they're paying for the monthly payment for the franchise. But you also give them the option to buy the books from you, or they can print it themselves, right? And most people don't want to deal with the hassle of printing, so we handle that. Yeah. So I do a lot of side hustles. Just that's me, right? I can't depend on one income or one source. You got to pay a lot of big bills. I have a big family. I have offices, one, two, three offices to pay for. I have 6 employees right now who are working. Um, I have a family. My wife never ever worked, stays home 100%. 5 kids. It's a lot of work. Okay, it's not free. So that's why you need to set up so many different business. Digital thing is a side hustle. It's not a main business, right? Because that's why I don't launch deals every single day. I launch it because that's something I'm looking for. And I'm saying, hey, then I talked to another guy. I was like, hey, we have, this product looks good. Maybe we can also offer this as a deal to my community. And they're like, oh, really? Well, what is it about? Tell me. And that's how it comes. Hot prospector, I need it for so many businesses. And then the question was, how do we get the leads? We talk about leading and building a lead system, a lead generation system. That's going to be our next deal. And when you find it, bringing the leads, resell hosting planners, get them from Amazon, AWS, all this, finding clients, life is easy. So that's how it's supposed to be, right? And in 2023, this is the year of artificial intelligence, chat gpt. You guys know what's happening. All this stuff that I used to worry about, annoying things like writing an email, preparing script, writing and doing the videos, all that stuff, done. I don't need them anymore. I don't need nobody doing that. You could literally run a whole organization with one or two people now, right? AI is now replacing people, right? Copywriting, people will say, yeah, it's not big. Yeah, you know what? If you give me a well-written essay and you tell me, make your own essay out of this, what I like is that it's already organizing the points for me. It's mentioning the points I'm looking for. If I was to do this in my own language, in my own ways, guys, it's very easy. It's not copying and pasting. I can do an original article out of what's given to me in a way that it makes it unique and not a copy. And so, anybody who says copywriting AI, it's going to be checked for plagiarism. I actually told, ChatGPT to write an article in a language that's not detectable to AI. And guess what it did? It actually gave me an article. And when I paste on these softwares that say they'll catch, ChatGPT output, couldn't detect. It's like human, 100% human written. So use AI to catch an AI, but the original AI is smart enough to learn how to maneuver the other AI that's catching it. So if they built a whole, like, something that a human being can't do, why do you think they can't outsmart another machine, right? Even ChatGPT itself built similar machine saying, go detect AI output, right? Now look at the Google search. People who are like, oh, Google search is gonna be amazing, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Like, you can't do without that. Guess what? Bing is now facing heavy traffic because people want to go to the chat. So I don't ask questions on Google. Type, look for blue links, follow, read. Maybe that's not what I answer. Go back, another link. Some of them just BS their way into becoming the top 10 on Google. And that's not there anymore. All I do is type my question into ChatGPT. It tells me the best answer possible out of all of this. How can I make a recipe to lose weight, blah, blah. Give me 10 recipes for the next 10 weeks, automatic, done, right? So these things, the world is changing. It's a good time to be alive. Don't die now. Wait if you can wait. Um, yeah, because the best time to be alive is 2023. It's a new revolution, new stuff happening. Every time there's a change, that's why Google is getting rid of thousands of their employees because they know they don't need them anymore. Same with all these big tech companies, right? So now here's where you come. You are a human being, you're valuable. You cannot compete with machines, but where machines can do well, you come in and you have to know how to handle those machines, right? In one morning, today I can make 20 different videos for hundreds of different products. I can do that automatically. I can write blogs for them. I can do their social media posts automatically. I can automate that whole thing. I don't need to do it myself. The machines will do it. But the machines need somebody doing it. So you gotta know how to do these things, right? When it comes to handling stuff, like the other night I had one client, he had an issue. He had a website, the website, something went wrong, a plugin update messed up something. You know what it needs? Go to the back end through SSH, or you have to log into the server without, because the website's not reachable anymore. It's dead link, right? All you need to do is go back there and see what happened, the logs, what was updated, what went wrong, the errors, and then go catch that plugin that's causing the issue. Just delete it, remove it from the folders. Boom, website's back up. 5 minutes, right? And they feel like I'm the most, like, the most technological guy out there, like the super guy, who solves their problem, and they trust me more. And guess what I did? I only removed the plugin, WordPress plugin, from a folder. Everything looks okay. So you may think what I just said, um, it's a knowledge. Of course, I had to learn. I didn't know how to do that before at some point, but it's not like rocket science. The average guy on the street can do it, right? But 90% of the people, you think, know this? No, they don't. They don't know. So they need to get somebody who knows this. There are people who make money and they just need your service. So that's what we're talking about. 2023, if you don't make money with all these tools, and I've seen some tools that, oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. $20, you're getting, like, for ChatGPT Plus, worth it, and all these other tools. Any other questions? This is completely uh, anything extra for using. So that's the last question. Yeah. Thank you so much. There's few guys who are here. I like to come live, rant about things, talk about things. But life was good. 2022 was really a tough year for me in terms of my personal life. But towards the end, everything went so perfect that 2023 sailed so smooth, and we went from there. So I was really busy with other projects outside digital thing. To be honest, I only launched like 3-4 deals the whole year. I could launch a deal every day. You know what? We have 92 of them on the waiting list, but 99% of them are garbage. Okay, which is why you can. Yes, thank you. Really appreciate. Really appreciate. So yeah, 99 of these things are garbage. So I'm not gonna waste my time bringing them. I only bring what I need myself and what I think makes sense. That if somebody who's reasonable tries to put some effort, can make money out of it. See, the other thing is, this could be, if you're from the lifetime deals community, you will understand that the truth is coming out slowly. All these people who who try to to make dramas out of one of our deals. Out of the 30 deals I launched, one or two deals didn't go well. It's expected. It's a startup. It happens. Maybe the way we handled it and the expectations they built on us may have been a problem. But now we know a lot of deals are failing and they're not digital thing deals. A lot of them, everyday complaints, to the point people do not longer make drama out of it, right? So I'm like watching, so how come everybody was making a lot of noise when one deal failed, and they're not making as much noise now? Here's the thing. Cloudpages is a startup. The people behind it are human beings. They're doing this for business. If it succeeds, they want to maintain it and run it and make it one of the best, and of course, invest more time and money into it. But you will understand, every startup goes through situations. So when you buy with the expectation that already they survived at least the last 2 years. They done version 2, and then you're hoping that they'll continue to. But they are stable now. At this point, you can put service on it. You can start doing business with it. Where they have issues here and there, definitely understand it's the startup. So I want you to set your expectations that a lot of businesses fail, and that's why we take the risk, because $597. I have a software. I run a software company myself, and that software brings me some good recurring revenue every single month. Actually paid a lot of taxes on it this week. Um, and here's the thing: when we started the first 1 year or 2 years, we made the most money, but had the most problems to solve. Okay, and then because of the first 1 year or two, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna sell as much. Let me slow down. We slowed down. We didn't sell anything for 2 years. We made sure it's stable. We kept developing it, and everything now is stable. Suddenly, everything is good. Then I start selling again, and guess what happened? Because of the newcomers, um, they find more things that the other guys didn't find, and then we keep fixing it. And the way it's not even like issues. It's just that the way the customers want software to work can be different. So yeah, so gotta do a lot of things, man. If you come and look at my portfolio, I have 7 registered businesses here, and everything's then something different. When they come together at the end of the month, that's how you make good money. You depend on one source of income. That's very stressful. And the last time I had a job, full-time job, was in 2011, I think. 2011 or 2012, one of them, early 2012. And those are contract jobs where I basically had a gig that I was running for the banks, 1 or 2 jobs here and there, and that's it. The living in the West has taught me a lot of things. That yeah, it's good to have an employment income where you get a paycheck for every 2 weeks, but you sell your freedom. You trade your time for money. And I'm the type who would be very happy making $3,000 a month of my own money, like, at my own schedule, at my own time, than work for someone for $20,000 a month. Because I, 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 I was working downtown, taking the bus, subway, train every morning, the traffic. I was getting sick every day because the TTC, the Toronto Transit Commission here, it's like a subway station. People get crowded when you're leaving work. People will be on your face, and then every day I was getting sick because everybody, like literally everyone is sick, I think, on the train. So thank you. Yeah, I was like, no, this is not for me. I thought about it, and I quit my job when I only had $6,000 saving in my account, and I have a wife and a child at home. At the time, I only had one kid, and I say I think it's easier now than later on. I can manage my rent for the next few months, and I can handle that. And I think I'm not gonna do. So that's how I started my education business. So I started doing tutoring, something simple. I do translations. I'll do gigs here and there. Every month, I'll make about $2,000, and that worked out until the school grew. And right now we have a high school, elementary school, a digital thing, school point software, printing business, a franchise. You just keep adding side hustles to it, right? And within every group, there's always customers. For example, look at the software company. We call the schools like, hey, we're using this software in our school. Do you guys want to try it? Maybe it's something which one are you using? We're using this. Oh, this is the features it has. You guys don't have this. Oh, like, oh, let's add these features. Let's see. We add those features and we call them again. They're like, not really. This is not what you guys were looking for. This is what it's missing. So I kept building until you have something that's stable. And guess what happened? A company came to me and they're like, we're selling courses. We'll do all the course for you. We'll design everything. We'll make sure that the ministry likes your courses. Oh, really? Yeah. How much is it? Oh, a course is like $5,000. I like the idea. The whole course is built for you, all the exams, tests, everything done. That means my teachers don't have to be my bosses anymore. Because the teachers sometimes, when they know that the ministry is coming, inspections are happening, they act like, I don't have time for this. They're demanding. Of course, they also ask for a lot of money. So when you have the course done and you're not worried about teacher making that content, and that that the content can pass ministry standards, hell yeah, 5,000 is nothing, because that's 1 month's teacher salary. And then guess what? The next time I'm hiring a teacher, I can actually negotiate for less because they're not going to do even the lesson plans. So, and then guess what I did? I talked to the company and I said, look, I sell software for schools. Can I offer your courses as part of our program and say, look, you can buy our software with the courses. We'll give you a discount and negotiate half the price for them. And guess what? Now, next time calling, like, we have a software actually has everything, includes all the courses that you're looking for. You don't have to do anything. Teachers don't have to do anything. You see? Shh, don't tell anyone, but that's my secret to you guys. I know this part of the video, only two of you watch it. One, nobody gonna come all this way, uh, watch it. But you make a package out of another company's product, and now I have a more valuable product to them. They're like, "Oh, you have courses. Your software even does the courses." Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have to worry about it. We get them the license. We make a commission of $2,500 from each of those courses. If I sell 10, that's 25K. So you understand? You gotta connect the right dots. Okay. Anyways, I think I'll do a full course on this resale hosting. I like the idea. I want to do it myself. Definitely, I do it at a slow level, at a small scale right now. I have anybody who we handle their website. I do it. I do the hosting. Basically, I buy it for them. I put them under my under one of my servers, and they pay me every month. Every month, one of my clients pays me around $100 a month for one website. Another one pays $60 a month. Another one pays $150 a month, depending on the size of the site. So not big business, but at least 500K. Look, my office here is very small. It's not a big deal. It's just one office for me right now. My employees sit there. I don't know if you can see. There's one guy there, and then there's another girl sits on the other one. So we're like three of us right here. And guess what? The rent here is about $1,500 a month. If the if I make $500 from these guys, you see it adds up. It closes gaps somewhere. So $500 is what some people make from big investments, right? You could easily do that, right? People own properties and they rent them, and after they pay mortgage and everything, their profit left for the month is like, after all that hustle, small money, like $400, $500 a month, right? So you can definitely do that. So I'm gonna leave it there for now, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate. And if you have any questions, I'll answer them. But let's leave it there. Thank you. Bye bye.